Welcome to our guide to pregnancy trimesters. Over the next few minutes, we'll take you on a journey through the three distinct stages that define the incredible experience of pregnancy. First trimester. The egg take 1 to 2 weeks to develop in uterus. Your baby is a tiny ball called a blastocyst made up of several hundred cells that are multiplying quickly. Deep in your uterus, your baby is an embryo made up of 2 layers, and your primitive placenta is developing. It is about 0.2 millimeters wide and contains length 0.2 millimeters. Heart rate, weight. Your tiny embryo is growing like crazy, and you may be noticing pregnancy discomforts like sore breasts and fatigue. Length 2 millimeters. Your baby's nose, mouth, and ears are beginning to take shape. You may be having morning sickness and spotting. Length 4 millimeters, heart rate able to see. Your baby's still an embryo with a small tail is forming hands and feet. Your uterus has doubled in size. Length 1 centimeters, heart rate 145-180 bm. Your baby is constantly moving, though you can't. Meanwhile, you may be making decisions about prenatal tests. Length 1.3 centimeters, heart rate 140-178 bpm. Nearly an inch long now. Your baby is starting to look more human. You've probably noticed your waist thickening. Length 2 centimeters to 0.9 inch. Heart rate 140-176 bpm. Your baby has finished the most critical part of development. Organs and structures are in place and ready to grow. Length 3.5 centimeters to 1.22 inch. Heart rate 150-180 bpm. Weight 8 gram. Your baby's hands will soon open and close into fists, and tiny tooth buds are appearing underneath the gums. Length 4.5 centimeters to 1.62 inch. Heart rate 150-180 bpm. Weight 10 gram. Your little one's teeny toes can curl. Her brain is growing furiously, and her kidneys are starting to excrete urine. Length GCM to 2.13 inch. Heart rate 145-170 bpm. Weight 18 gram. It's the last week of the first trimester. Your baby now has exquisite fingerprints and is almost 3 inches long. Length 7.5 centimeters to 2.65 inch. Heart rate 140-172 bpm. Weight 30 gram. Second trimester. Our baby's tiny features are making different expressions, and you may be feeling more energetic and less nauseated. Length 5.79 inch to 11 centimeters. Heart rate 130-165 bpm. Weight 45 gram. Your baby can sense light and is forming taste buds. Have a stuffy nose. It's a surprising pregnancy side effect. Length 6.57 inch to 12 centimeters. Heart rate 130-165 bpm. Weight 80 gram. Get ready for a growth spurt. In the next few weeks, your baby will double his weight and add inches to his length. Length 7.32 inch to 12.5 centimeters. Heart rate 125-160 bpm. Weight 110 gram. Your baby's skeleton is changing from soft cartilage to bone, and the umbilical cord is growing stronger and thicker. Length 8.03 inch to 13 centimeters. Heart rate 125-170 bpm. Weight 150 gram. Your baby's genitals are developed enough to see on an ultrasound hangry. An increase in appetite is normal now. Length 8.74 to 14 centimeters. Heart rate 135-170 bpm. Weight 200 gram. Your baby may be able to hear you. And if your sides are aching, it could be round ligament pain. Length 9.45 inch 15 centimeters. Heart rate 130-170 BPM. Weight 260 gram. Congratulations, you're at the halfway mark in your pregnancy. Your baby is swallowing more now and producing meconium. Length 10.12 inch 16 centimeters. Heart rate 140-170 BPM. Weight 320 grams. Feeling your baby move? Those early flutters will turn into full-fledged kicks. Cool fact, she has eyebrows now. Length 10.79 inch 18 centimeters. Heart rate 130-170 BPM. Weight 390 gram. Your baby is starting to look like a miniature newborn. And your growing belly may be turning into a hand magnet. Length 11.43 inch 19 centimeters. Heart rate 130-178 BPM. Weight 460 gram. When you're on the move, your baby can feel the motion. Pretty soon, you may notice swelling in your ankles and feet. Length 12.05 inch 20 centimeters. Heart rate 145-165 BPM. Weight 540 gram. Your baby is long and lean, like an ear of corn. And your growing uterus is now the size of a soccer ball. Length 12.68 inch 21 centimeters. Heart rate 145-175 BPM. Weight 630 gram. Your little one is starting to add some baby fat and grow more hair. Your hair may be looking extra lustrous too. Length 13.27 inch to 2.5 centimeters. Heart rate 145-170 BPM. Weight 720 gram. Your baby is inhaling and exhaling small amounts of amniotic fluid, which is good practice for breathing. Length 145-170 inch. Heart rate 145-170 BPM. Weight 820 gram. Feel a tickle? It may be your baby hiccuping. He's also opening and closing his eyes and even sucking his fingers. Length 14.41 inch 20-44 centimeters. Heart rate 145-170 BPM. Weight 920 gram. Third trimester. Welcome to your last trimester. Your developing baby's eyes may be able to see light filtering in through your womb. Length 14.80 inch 25 centimeters. Heart rate 135-180 BPM. Weight 1 kg. Your baby's muscles and lungs are continuing to mature, and her head is growing to make room for her developing brain. Length 15.47 inch 26 centimeters. Heart rate 130-180 BPM. Weight 1.15 kg. Your baby now weighs almost 3 pounds. Meanwhile, you may be battling mood swings, clumsiness, and fatigue. Length 15.95 inch 27 centimeters. Heart rate 130-180 BPM. Weight 1.3 kg. Your baby's strong kicks might be keeping you up at night, and you may be feeling Braxton Hicks contractions too. Length 16.46 inch to 7.5 centimeters. Heart rate 130-180 BPM. Weight 1.5 kg. Your baby is plumping up. Meanwhile, your expanding uterus may cause heartburn and shortness of breath. Length 16.93 inch 28 centimeters. Heart rate 130-175 BPM. Weight 1.8 kg. With your baby now weighing a little over 4 pounds, you might be wadding and having trouble getting comfy in bed. Length 17.36 inch 29 centimeters. Heart rate 130-175 BPM. Weight 1.9 kg. Your baby's central nervous system and lungs are maturing, and dizziness and fatigue may be slowing you down. Length 17.64 inch 30 centimeters. Heart rate 130-175 bpm. Weight 2.1 kg. Your baby is too snug in your womb to do somersaults, but you'll still feel frequent if less dramatic movements. Length 18.23 inch 32 centimeters. Heart rate 130-175 bpm. Weight 2.3 kg. Your baby is gaining about an ounce a day. You may feel her drop down into your pelvic as you approach your due date. Length 18.62 inch 34 centimeters. Heart rate 135-175 bpm. Weight 2.5 kg. Your baby's brain and lungs are continuing to mature. You may have more vaginal discharge and occasional contraction. Length 19.02 inch 35 cm. Heart rate 135-170 bpm. Weight 2.7 kg. Your baby has a firm grasp which you'll soon be able to test in person. Meanwhile, watch out for signs of preeclampsia. Length 19.41 inch 36 centimeters. Heart rate 130-170 bpm. Weight 2.8 kg. Your baby is full term this week and waiting to greet the world. If your water breaks, call your healthcare provider. Length 19.72 inch 37 centimeters. Heart rate 130-100 bpm. Weight 2.8 kg. Your baby is the size of a small pumpkin. Don't worry if you're still pregnant. It's common to go past your due date. Length 20.08 inch 38 centimeters. Heart rate 130-180 bpm. Weight 3.0 kg. As cozy as he is, your baby can't stay inside you much longer. You'll go into labor or be induced soon. Length 20.50 inch 42-50 centimeters. Heart rate 130-170 bpm. Weight 3.2 kg.